Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Social Contract, a Commander stream. I'm Mike Almond, and joining me, as always, is my co-host Alex Lapp. Alex, what's up, man?
What's up, Mike? It's good to be back.
Yeah.
And today we have two very special guests.
Yes, we do. I'll tell you what, we're going to introduce based on the order of how long I made them wait because I had to reschedule things over and over again. So joining us is SolRingMTG. She has awesome TikToks. You can find her on Twitter as well, and we're going to put a ton of plugs in. But SolRingMTG, Alyssa, say hi.
Hi everyone, I'm SolRingMTG, and I'm from the east coast of Canada on a small island in the ocean, and I make Magic the Gathering content on TikTok and on YouTube, and I'm super excited to be here. We'll be playing my Teysa Karlov deck.
Yeah, it's so exciting, and then you say Teysa Karlov at the end, and I go, oh no, I know what that usually means for me. There's not a lot of ways for me to handle it.
Means you're gonna die.
Yeah, there is that. Lots of things are gonna die, including Mike. Fine. This is great. Also joining us and totally playing something that isn't scary whatsoever, looking at the card, is Andy from the Guardian Project. Andy, what is up?
Hi, everyone. Thanks for having me. My name is Andy Floury. I am from the Guardian Project podcast. We're a podcast that talks about all things Magic the Gathering, but mostly Commander. We release new episodes weekly, so you can find our 97th episode that came out yesterday. Mm-hmm. You can find us on Twitter at Guardian Pod, or check out our website, guardianprojectpodcast.com. And then also, we aren't streaming right now, but you can find all of our past streams on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Guardian Project. Thanks for having me. I'm excited.
Absolutely. And part of the reason that Andy is on there is on here with us today is because, I mean, the same reason that SolRing, Alyssa is, because they're both really cool people, but also because of one of the cool people in the community, Coach, decided that they were going to give them a shout out. And Alex, I gotta admit, there are very few people that I will like say, ooh, this person could give me a run on my money when they're coming up with puns for the titles on the episodes of their podcast.
Oh, Lord, Mike.
And I've got an inkling is very, very, very good. So for many reasons, this was absolutely going to happen, and I was very excited. And still am until, again, we'll talk about your commander in a bit here. But before that, how about we go ahead and randomize the turn order, and we'll see. We'll see who's going first. We'll say top left is going to go first, all right?
Cool.
All right.
Hey, it's not me.
Hey.
Oh, no. I feel,
I get to be first for the very first time.
Oh, boy. Well, you're the group hug deck. That's okay. That's fine. I should get 7 cards, shouldn't I?
I should probably also get 7 cards.
Everybody should get 7 cards.
That is typically how this goes. You know what?
That's
also
how you play
helps
the game.
Yeah, that's. I haven't played in weeks. I'm sorry, I forgot. How do you Magic? You know what will also help in that 7 cards if any of them have land in the title. I don't even care what it is, but just any of them.
I like this hand. I'm gonna go with it. We're gonna go with it.
So while we're shuffling up and getting our mulligans in order, let's talk about our decks a little bit. Let's go ahead and start with you, Alyssa. What is your Teysa Karlov deck like?
Yeah, so it's a bit of like a sacrifice, aristocrat, graveyard kind of style.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Getting into the Teysa stuff.
Teysa doing Teysa things.
Teysa doing Teysa things. That makes sense. I dig it. What about you, Andy? What thing do you have here that totally won't do the things?
It's totally not in fact.
Right.
So this is Finn the Fangbear. So it says whenever a creature I control with Death Touch deals combat damage to a player, they get 2 poison counters.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I prefer when my opponents actually only have 10 life and not 40. I feel, it feels a little,
See, you say that.
easier,
You
right?
say
I'm
that,
not sure.
but that almost sounds like if they only have 5 life, or at least, but
Exactly.
Yeah, it sounds like 5 left to me. Yeah.
So I'm gonna play with a bunch of infect creatures, and I might have, thrown in a dash of proliferate.
Sure.
To try to get you all to 10 poison counters.
Oh, how awful.
That's my plan.
So what you're saying is this is for many reasons, and not just because group hug and my weird opening hand that's somehow going to be group hug. This is going to be a fast game.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll try.
So, go ahead.
Yeah, Kenobus Nook, thank you for 2 months.
What's up, Kenobi?
What a champion.
What's up, my friend? You can pet the Moe. Absolutely, you can.
Everyone can pet the Moe.
So I will say this. I have not play tested this really yet before. I wanted to make an Essica Gods and Enchantment tribal. And it sounds like I picked the right game to play a particularly slow-moving deck that might not have a whole lot of ways to fix its devotion. I just want to do powerful nothing, and I'll probably do that until I'm dead. And then, Alex, why don't you go ahead and start us off and talk about your awesome commander at the same time?
Sure. So, Knes and Terra Miletus, this was my first deck based on the 2016 deck with them at the helm, and that deck was good stuff, and this deck is a different kind of group hug good stuff. Mm-hmm. Just make a lot of tokens, give away a lot of tokens and cards. This is probably the least themed of all my decks, but it's very much group hug, and we're going to have a great time.
There you go. Well, why don't you go ahead and start us off if everybody's got a good 7 now?
Is everyone keeping?
I'm keeping my first one as well.
There you go.
I've got it.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Let's start with the group hug land
Forbidden Orchard.
Forbidden Orchard, tap and add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. Whenever you tap
Forbidden Orchard for mana, target opponent makes a 1/1 spirit token.
Love that. And
let's go ahead and tap it. So now we have a trigger. Let's spread the love. So we'll start in turn order. How about Mike? We'll give you a 1/1 to spirit.
Colorless spirit token. And we're going to use that mana to cast a Reese the Redeemed.
Oh, very nice.
All right.
Okay. That's my turn.
Okay. Alex, if you could scoot that down just a smidge towards you.
I'm sorry, did you...
Oh, this.
Yes.
This. Yes.
Yeah. You're good. All right. I will start my very quick turn with playing an Evolving Wilds. And then I will pass the turn and also go... Oh, well, that's not ignore it. This game... Or Caracas. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to type in that this is an Evolving Wilds as I
Mike, are you playing Caracas?
Yes, I am. I am.
Oh, my God.
It's a turn 1, Nordic and Caracas. But I will pass the turn.
All right. I will draw for turn. And then for my turn, I'm going to play a forest. And then I'm going to pass.
I'll draw for turn. I'm going to play a swamp and pass.
Awesome. Untap, upkeep, draw. Let's play a Windswept Heath. Good fun, good fun. Okay. We're going to crack the Windswept Heath, and we're going to find something that makes mana, but not to waste your time. When we tap that thing that makes the mana, and Forbidden Orchard,
that's going to be a trigger. We're going to give this one to Alyssa,
1/1 colorless spirit token, and we're going to use that 2 mana to cast Howling Mine. Then I'm going to go find that land and pass my turn.
We love a good Howling Mine.
We do love a good Howling Mine.
Also, Mike, can we talk about that awesome alternate art foil commander you've got?
Mm-hmm.
Big fan. Big fan.
Sorry, I had to go downstairs to get a dry erase marker so I can make my tokens. All right. I'm back. Things have happened. Wow. At the end of turn, I will crack Evolving Wilds. That will get me. Forest. I apologize. You know the time that you should absolutely run and go do something because you think it's going to be real quick? Usually
Not
halfway
the
through turn 1.
second turn of the game. What?
I did it, everyone. It's fine. Don't worry. It's fine. Okay, so get a forest, shuffle, cut, and that is a Howling Mine, I see. Okay. Draw 2. Play an island. And then I will Rampant Growth, finding a mountain, and I'll pass.
All right, I will draw 2. And I am going to play a forest. I would like to play Finn the Fangbearer, and I am going to have to move to discard. So I am going to pitch this Skullwinder.
Hey, I know that one.
Oofa doofa.
No, Skullwinder's a good boy.
Yeah.
And I pass.
Awesome. I will draw for turn. I will play an. Oh, I actually draw 2. Draw
You do
second
draw
one.
2. That's right, yes.
Cool. I will tap 2, and I will play Nether Trader, and I will pass turn on that.
This one I don't know. Let's get that up on screen.
Yeah, Nether, Nether, Trader. It's a 1/1 with haste and shadow. Whenever another creature is put into your graveyard from play, you may pay 1 swamp. If you do, return this card from your graveyard to play.
Well, okay.
And I'll pass turn on that.
All right.
That's pretty neat.
Untap,
Yeah.
upkeep, draw, and draw trigger. Okay. Let's do... play Teleria West. We're going to cast... Oh, but we've tapped
Forbidden Orchard, so that means we've got... Who have we not given one to? Andy?
I have not gotten
Andy,
one.
you're going to get a 1/1 colorless spirit creature
Hooray.
token.
All
We're going
right.
to use that 2 mana to cast Voice of Resurgence.
Oh, very nice.
That is a good one.
Yeah, Voice of Resurgence.
That was played in Modern, right?
I think so.
At some point.
It was.
Yeah. But turns out it's really fun in Commander, too.
Yeah.
Voice of Resurgence is going to
Make a creature token with power and toughness each equal to the number of creatures I control whenever somebody casts a spell during my turn.
All right.
Dice.
Or it does, that's right.
Yeah.
Either way.
And I'm going to pass my turn.
Okay. I'm going to untap. I'm going to draw 2 cards, as is currently my right.
This is probably your privilege.
Well, I mean, I have to. Doesn't tell me I can't. So this might be the wrong move, but we're a yay group hug and politics podcast, and also I want to have another blocker on the ground. So I'm gonna play a Root Weaver Druid.
Hey,
All right.
So
JesterVest27, thank you for the follow.
yes, thank you very much.
Hey, Jester Vest.
I'm also
And the Clumsy Titan, thank you for the follow.
And the Clumsy
type
Titan.
this
Look at our friends coming
All right.
in to hang
The
out.
Root Weaver Druid,
Yeah.
we love this card. Mike, tell us what it does.
So, when it enters the battlefield, each opponent may search their library for 3 basic land cards. Then each put up to one of those cards. Then each put one of those battle cards onto the battlefield under my control, and then keep the other 2 under your control. They all come in tapped. So let's start with Andy. Andy, would you like to get 2 forests for you and 1 forest for me?
The answer is yes.
Okay, so that'll be 1 forest for me.
2
How
forests
about
here.
you,
I'm
SolRing?
gonna grab a forest and I'm gonna just put it in exile.
Yeah.
'cause it's under your control.
Exactly.
Would you like to grab 3 basics and give me 1? I'm guessing so. I don't hear you, but I did see you
Sorry,
grab for your deck.
sorry, I said yes.
Okay. Okay, let me know if you're giving me a plains or a swamp. And then,
Okay.
how about you, Alex?
I'm gonna go ahead and say absolutely.
Sure.
Exactly.
Why don't when you do that, you just let me know what you're giving me.
Yeah.
And then I will play my land for the turn, which it doesn't really matter what you were giving me unless we're playing land destruction, because I'm going to play a world tree.
Oh, very nice.
Mike, I'm gonna
give you my. What colors you in?
I am in everything.
Oh, you're in every color. All right.
I'm gonna give you my island.
Okay.
And I will give you a swamp.
Okay. Again, an island, a swamp, and a forest. Believe it or not, I was not prepared to grab other basics. So again,
What do you mean you're not prepared?
I mean, prepared in the idea that I have to walk across the room real quick.
Just take the card out of my hands.
Sorry, hold on. Okay.
Keep
great.
reaching.
Yep. No, I got it. Sorry, time zone difference. It'll be a couple of hours before it shows up here, but that's okay. I'll pass to you, Andy.
All right, I will untap and draw for my turn, and then draw the extra card from the voice, or from the Howling Mine. I am going to play a Nykthos, Shrine to Nyx. And then I think what I'm going to do here is the Voice of Resurgence is a 2/2?
That is correct.
That is correct. Okay. I'm going to for 2 mana, I am going to play a Contagion Clasp and put a -1/-1 counter on Riss the Redeemed.
Oof.
What's wrong in there?
And then I would like to pay 3 for a Bow of Nalia. Attacking creatures I control have Death Touch.
That seems good in a Death Touch Matters deck.
Yeah. And then I would like to move to combat. And Alex, I want to swing at you for 2 damage.
Well, I guess I know who's not getting any more spirit tokens.
I completely understand.
We'll block the 1/1 spirit with my Voice of Resurgence.
Okay. So my spirit will be gone. Not forgotten, but gone. And then Finn will deal 1 damage to you, and you will get 2 poison counters.
With Bow of Nylea, Voice of Resurgence also dies, correct?
Correct, because the spirit had Death Touch.
And then you'll get a how big?
Well, it's going to be a star that's currently 1/1.
Okay.
And then after that, I will pass my turn.
Okay. I will untap for turn. Draw 2. Yeah. I will play a plane. Let's see. Sorry, doing math.
How dare you plan out your turn?
I'm not used to this extra mana at this point.
I mean, that's what we're here for.
Okay, cool. I will tap 1 and play a Soul Ring. Pew pew.
Play you. You did it.
So on brand.
Yeah, I always get so excited. And then I will do 1. I'm gonna do 4. Just kidding. I'm just gonna do 3.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do Phyrexian Altar.
Oh, very nice.
And then could I actually untap a swamp to tap a plains?
Yeah.
I did it
We're good.
backwards.
We're playing
Yeah.
Calvin
Okay,
Ball
thanks.
here. We're playing
Sure.
by the rules, but it hasn't
Swamp.
changed board state. You're fine.
Swamp and 2 Soul Rings, and I'm going to play this enchantment, Bastion of Remembrance. When it enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 white human soldier creature token, and when a creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life, and I gain 1 life.
Great.
And I'm going to pass turn on that.
How about it, Andy? You still want to kill me first?
I don't. You know what's funny is I really just want to get a couple of poison counters on each person.
Yeah,
That's kind of what I like to do.
You want to put something on there so then you have something to proliferate. That's all.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's not a swingy deck.
I mean, it does a little of both, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I like to just get a few on, and then you don't feel like you're targeting one person. That's
Right.
certainly not what I'm here to do.
Listen, I understand. Alex is giving spirits away in turn order. You're attacking people in turn order. It's fine. Oh no, that means I'm next. I'm uncomfortable.
Share the poison counters.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm gonna check out a stomping ground.
Ooh.
So we got 6 available. Let's do. Let's do it.
Did everyone here see those new secret layer announcements
I
today?
did.
Yeah, that plane?
Oh my gosh.
What's with that?
I'm a sucker for special art. I'm a huge foil fan, and those new lands that are just text only, they seem ridiculous, but also I'm in love.
Yeah.
I don't
It's been
know.
going around for like 10 years now. They finally actually made
Yeah.
one.
I know.
Interesting.
You said you weren't gonna do the thing, but you did. Ah.
You did the thing.
Thing. All right. So I'm gonna cast Skull Clamp.
Yep.
I'm gonna clamp the elemental.
Out of here.
Trigger, draw 2.
Mhm.
The spirit goes to Mike.
Thank you.
4, cast Kinesis and Tira Meletis. Move to my end step. KMT trigger. Each player is going to either draw a card or landfall 1 land from their hand,
Sure.
and I'll do both.
I will play a Myriad Landscape.
I'm going to draw a card.
I'm going to play a swamp.
And I'm going to draw a card and play Homeward Path. Pass turn.
All right.
And it comes in tap day.
Only if it says it does.
Yep. You're.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
it's untapped.
Cool.
I will draw 2 cards. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, so we had a few different secret lair announcements as Mike takes his turn here. We had the all text lands, which is the classic joke of no art on the land and just fill up the entire card with text, unnecessarily verbose rules text about exactly how a basic land works that nobody needs to know or care about. And this is coming from me. However, it is really funny, and I think it's a great idea. You should definitely check that one out. And then we got these really cool band poster themed ones. That's called what is it? Our show's on Friday. Can you come?
Yeah.
And that one has various styles of band poster from various genres. Like they have a Wrath of God that's a 70s psychedelic band poster. Those are super cool. And what else do we have? We had 5 different secret lair drops of wedge shocks. So you had 3 shocks in each wedge, or you can buy them all. And we had one more. Strixhaven.
Yeah.
Strixhaven Mystical Archive had a secret lair with a All Is Dust featuring brand new art with Emrakul casting All Is Dust, which is
Thanks for the
awesome.
follow, Plorg.
Thank you, Plorg. So lots of new secret layers to talk about. Anyway, Mike, go on.
No, I was actually going to say, if there, I wish there was 4 more secret layers that you could actually talk about right now, so I can just play this Morophon the Boundless, name gods, and then play a Thassa, God of the Sea, for 2.
Mike.
Sure.
So if there's any more that you want to talk about, that's totally fine and reasonable to me.
Talk about how Mike is a danger to the entire table.
We can talk about how Mike disappeared for...
Mike just disappeared. What happened?
I don't know.
Yeah.
The game decided that was too much value and kicked me out. So as I'm fixing that...
Yeah, you can't cast more than 1 spell in a turn, otherwise you're just going to get kicked off the
spell
stream.
table doesn't like that. So I'll tell you what. I'll pass and also play with my camera a bit here. I might have to rejoin the game, but either way.
All right.
Be right back.
All right.
And also, sorry, what was Mike's blue one on the very far right?
It was a Thassa, the God of the Sea.
Okay, thank you.
I will untap and draw for my turn. I will play a Karn's Bastion. And then I am going to cast. And let's see. Oakham Adversary for 2. It costs 2 less. If an opponent controls a green permanent, it has Death Touch, and when it deals combat damage to a player, I can draw a card. A 2/3. And then I am going to... Let's see. I have 4 Devotion. I would like to pay... I'd like to tap Nykthos Shrine to Nyx with this Forest and Karn's Bastion for 4. And I am going to cast Questing Beast.
Ooh.
Wow.
Okay.
So it has Vigilance, Death Touch, Haste, can't be blocked by creatures power 2 or less, and you can't prevent combat damage. And when it deals combat damage to an opponent, it deals that much damage to target planeswalker that opponent controls.
Yep.
Mike, remind me to run a faster deck next time.
The problem is you ran a deck that makes everybody fast, and then I helped. Oofa doofa.
So I would like to move to combat.
Sure.
Oh, I bet you would.
And I would like to swing the Questing Beast at...
I mean, if you want to attack me with it, but you don't know what I have on the board, that's totally reasonable, and I will try and fix it. I just might have to leave the game.
Mike's a very difficult person to attack right now.
Well, I mean, I think Mike is going to have to block with Morophon because the other 2 can't block.
Right.
So if I swing with Questing Beast,
I'll happily do it. That's fine. I will sacrifice that for the table also, because I will sacrifice that for me.
But I don't know if I really... I mean, like, I want that, but do I want that? Because I'd like to get some poison counters in on multiple people on a single turn. That's the issue here. I mean, maybe next turn. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to swing Questing Beast at SolRingMTG. So it's a 4/4, can't be blocked by creatures power 2 or less. And I'm going to swing Finn the Fangbearer at Alex for 1.
Mm-hmm.
I will take it. And you said it's 4 coming to me?
It is 4 coming to you, and then you will take 2 poison counters and then 4 damage.
Okay.
Okay. I'll tell you what. As we resolve this, after you pass your turn, Andy, there's a decent chance that I am going to close the game for me and then immediately come back. So you should all be fine.
Okay.
So. Alex, are you blocking or are you letting it through?
No, I can't block that because then I'll lose my commander, won't I?
That's fair.
All right, so there's 2 poison counters on Alyssa, 4 on Alex. Mm-hmm. And then after that, I'm going to pass.
Okay.
Okay. So and Mike, do you actually just want to stay, Mike, just for a sec? I just want to show you something.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, cool. I will untap for turn.
Sure.
Draw 2. And I will play a plane. Going to tap 4. Sifter of Skulls.
Okay.
Mm.
And if this resolves, let me just do it once here. So I'm going to sacrifice Nether Trader with my Phyrexian Altar.
Oh.
Because I sacrifice a creature, I get 1 mana with Phyrexian Altar. This goes to the graveyard. Because this went to the graveyard, my enchantment comes into play. So whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life, and I gain 1 life. So everybody loses 1, and I'll gain 1. And now my Shifter of Skulls also comes into play. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, put a 1/1 colorless Eldrazi Scion creature token onto the battlefield. It has sacrificed this creature, add 1 colorless mana. So that's this one here.
Yeah.
It's a 0/1. And now I'm going to use Phyrexian Altar to sacrifice my Eldrazi Scion. So that's 2. And once again, everybody loses 1 life, and I gain 1 life from my enchantment. And then I'm going to use Phyrexian Altar, and I'm going to use 1 mana to bring back Nether Trader. And then this is a loop.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Wow, that was
And then I'm gonna
turn
go.
5.
I'm gonna go 38 times,
Yeah.
and then bam, bam, bam.
Holy
Nice.
cow.
Ref, what turn is this? 5 or 6?
I think it's turn 5, right? Because you got 2
ramped.
lands. Or is it
How
4?
often does this deck win on turn 5?
Not this quick.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, that's game.
That's game 1. Holy cow. We were talking about
Nice.
what will we do if there's
Congratulations.
another game. We're going to have another game.
Well, I'm going to run a more powerful deck.
Hey, so you know what?
I did not realize that this was gonna win so quick with all those.
Hey, you know what though? Honestly, I don't know how long it would have taken for everybody else to get there. So good that you did it when you did it. Thank you very much for. By the way, thanks for stopping me from like, oh, okay, we'll be right back. Mike, I want to show you something. I went, that's not what I want to
Mike,
hear.
Mike, real quick, I'm going to win the game.
Yeah.
So don't even hurry.
Yeah. So I'll tell you what, everybody. We're gonna do this real fast.
Why don't you work out your camera problem?
Yeah. I'll tell you what. We're gonna go to break real quick. Run some ads, and then we'll be back in probably about 3 minutes.
All right.
Good job,
Hi.
everybody.
Hopefully, the next one won't be as quick.
We're just gonna get
5-minute game.
We'll get 12 games in tonight. It'll be great.
Exactly.
We'll be right back, everyone. Hello, everyone. We're back.
Hello.
I've taken a cold shower after the speed and heat of that game
fast shower.
to relax. But you know what? We're gonna see what happens in game 2. There's been a couple of changes. I'll tell you what. We're gonna do the randomizer again because fairness, right? Random. Oh no, I'm last. So I'll tell you what.
First, I love this.
Yes, it's the best. Alyssa, do you have a hand of 7?
5, 6, 7. Yep, I'm good to go with my first draw.
Alyssa, go ahead and set your life total in Commander chat.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
make sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. I mean, I know you won, and you want to give yourself a little bit of a disadvantage, but like, it's okay.
Yeah, I play ADH at a
Yeah.
-2 handicap.
So I'll tell you what, Andy, if you want to go ahead and get started, and also tell us about your new commander. You've had a
Sure.
costume change.
Quick costume change backstage. So I'm playing Noyandar Royal Shaper. This is my my favorite deck. It is a Spellslinger deck that is going to animate lands. So whenever I cast an instant or sorcery, I can turn one of my lands into a 0/0 elemental creature and put 3+1/+1 counters on it. So I am going to attempt to just make something ginormous. And I do swing with I do have a little. I guess I have an Infect backup with a Blink Moth Nexus or an Ink Moth Nexus. So, I get that's not necessarily my brand.
Sure.
I guess it's what I brought tonight.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. If you want to go ahead and play your turn 1 out, and
All right.
then,
Sounds good.
Alex, when we get to you, you can talk to us about the promised hugs.
I'm going to play a Plains for turn, and I'm going to pass.
Wow, nice plans.
That is a good
Thank
planes.
This is my fully foiled deck. Every card that can be foiled is foiled.
Nice.
So I'm very proud of this one.
Love it. All right, I guess it's me next. I will draw for turn. Should I explain my commander again?
You know
What are we
what?
doing?
right now we know it's aristocracy doing really cool, awesome, powerful stuff from time to time.
Follow Toon Titan 2.
Yeah, thanks for the follow. And when Teysa comes off, we'll introduce her properly.
Sounds good. So I'm going to play a Plains for turn. I will tap, and I will play a turn 1 Soul Ring. Pew pew. I will tap that Soul Ring for an Archaic Signet.
Wow.
Okay.
And pass turn.
All right.
So, first of all, Andy, the chat wants to know: are you dressed as a fish right now?
You guys, I wish I was wearing my Noyandar cosplay. I don't have that, but I wish I had it. Our followers know that Noyandar is my favorite. I talk about it too much, but not tonight.
If it's your favorite, then it's not talking about it too much.
Yeah, Chet says Alyssa's going for the turn 3 win this time. Okay,
So this is my Emrakul deck.
You may remember this. We did an episode with a deck tech about it. But basically, this is Group Hug Emrakul, and this is about ramping completely out of control to cast Emrakul very quickly and donate and or steal people's turns.
All right.
Ooh.
How fast are we thinking we're going to get Emrakul out right now?
Well, we're going to get it out at a decent clip, but we don't have any of the big boys in hand.
Got it.
So it's not going to be sooner than... Right now, probably not sooner than turn 6 or 7.
Okay.
But this deck can get it out as fast as turn 2 if I get the God Hand, right?
Wow, yeah.
So Ancient Tomb is what we'll start with.
No, I don't have the God Hand, but I am going to start with an Ancient
You
Tomb.
think this is the God...
No,
the
it's
God
just...
Hand is,
no, it's just made me
Mishra's
happy.
Workshop with Soul Ring and some other mana
Right.
rocks.
Well, I'll tell you what.
All right. Hey, Mike, guess what I'm going to do with that?
Oh, boy.
Let's make a Howling Mine.
I love Howling Mine.
Yeah, I bet you love Howling Mine.
I don't. I've been hurt recently.
Okay. So I'll take 2, and then I'll pass my turn.
All right.
Hey, Draco Lucian's in chat. Hey.
What's up, friends?
What up, Dracolution?
Wow, I'm going to discard on turn 1. That's
Yeah, you are.
cool. I'll play a Mosswort Bridge, and I will eventually discard a forest. So I'll do that and go ahead and pass.
All right, I will draw 2. 1.
As I hide
2.
away.
I am going to play an island, and then I will play a Talisman of Progress.
Put that on.
7 cards in hand, and I pass.
Talisman of Progress is a ride at Walt Disney World.
Is it really?
No, that would be the Carousel of Progress.
Oh, I've only been once.
I will play a Swamp for turn.
What turn mana-wise is Alyssa on right now?
5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah. Yeah.
Possibly. I will do 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh my god.
And I'm going to play Vindictive Vampire. It's a 2/3. When another creature you control dies, it deals 1 damage
Uh-huh.
to each opponent, and I gain a life.
Wow.
And I'll pass turn on that.
Incredible. Untap, upkeep, draw, and draw trigger. Okay. What are we going to do this turn? Let's do Adventures Fair.
Okay.
And then we'll do it'll be fun. So we'll make 3.
And that'll cause me to lose 2 life.
Ouch.
With that 3, we're going to cast Felwar Stone and have 1 floating. And then we're going to tap Felwar Stone for 1 and cast Mind Stone.
Okay.
Oh, okay, Mike. We need to clearly pick it up on our ramp strategies.
Well,
I played a Mosswort Bridge. I don't know what to tell you.
I played a Howling Mine.
pass turn.
All right. Y'all ready to see some real speed? Play a Plains. Play a Rampant Growth.
Clumsy
Pass.
Titan asks, what is the Asika Gods theme? Well, it's gods.
Gods and enchantments and
Gods and
Unfortunately,
bots.
the gods don't like to go fast because they learned their lesson. They endured some hubris from going fast last time. Andy, you can go ahead.
All right, untap. I will draw 2. 1.
Well, Mike, I would promise you an extra turn, but it looks like I might have to use Emrakul to cut somebody down.
Yeah, no, you're okay. You do what you gotta do. I should actually look at my cards in hand.
Going to play this Plains.
Sure.
I'm going to pay 2 for a Baral, Chief of Compliance.
Oh no!
You will comply. It's what Baral said.
Yes, we will.
And then after that, I'm gonna just pass it over to Alyssa with
So
seven cards in hand.
I will untap, draw a card for turn, play a Plains.
You missed a trigger, Alyssa.
For me?
Yep.
Draw.
What was that?
Do you have a draw step trigger with Holly Mine?
Oh, okay.
Just so you'll draw an extra
So
card.
I draw one more.
Yes.
Okay, cool. And let's see. I will do.
This is an annoying Dar deck. It's a Baral deck in disguise.
Oops,
3.
Secret Commander Baral.
No.
Whoopsie. It's Baral plus white.
I'm going to tap 6, and I'll play Harvester of Souls. It's
Oh
a
my
5/5 with Death Touch. Whenever a non-token creature dies, you may draw a card. And that's when any non-token creature on the battlefield dies.
This is so dangerous.
With that, I'll pass turn.
Sure.
All right. Untap. Upkeep.
I have a upkeep trigger. Inventor's Fair. Control 3 more artifacts. Gain 1 life.
And draw step and draw trigger. Land for turn will be Sanctum of Eternity. And let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ran Dynamo.
Oh, look at all that mana.
I know, right? Guess what? I'm going to pay 4 for Clock of Omens.
Oh, yes.
Clock of Omens will activate, tapping these 2 artifacts to untap target artifact, which will be Thran Dynamo. That means we have...
You turned off our Howling Mine.
Oh, just temporarily. Just temporarily. Let's kick this game into high gear, huh?
Ooh.
Kuldotha Forge Master. Kuldotha Forge Master has an activated ability. Tap and sack 3 artifacts. Tutor an artifact to the battlefield.
Neat.
Pass turn.
Oh, man.
Okay. I'll draw 1.
I don't know what the problems are on the
I'm the
battlefield.
threat now. Well, Alyssa's a pretty big threat too. We're both the
I
threat.
was gonna say, you know what's not a problem? Me
Your
playing-
god deck. Let's kill him.
Let me play a lava glide pathway. So I have,
Watch out, it's lava.
yeah. And then from there, tap 3. Thassa decided that she didn't get to stay out too long last time.
All right.
So she came back, and then I will pass the turn.
I am going to lose the life and tap this Talisman of Progress for blue mana. And I'm going to anticipate. To look at the top 3, put 1 into my hand, the rest on the bottom of my library in order.
It's not all bad. The Howling Mine gets turned back on my turn.
Hooray!
I'm going to put this. Let me look at what's there. I'm going to put this into my hand. Well, shut. I feel like this is needed, though. I do, like, you know what? I don't feel bad. I'm putting that in my hand. Putting these on bottom.
I don't feel bad. Is
Target
not what
player
you
gains
hear.
10 poison counters. I didn't know that card existed.
Okay, so this is to my hand.
Uh-huh.
All right, so I'm going to untap.
Sure.
And I will draw for a turn. Or my turn, not a turn. I'm going to play this Mystic Gate. And then I would like to pay 1 to... Actually, I'm not going to even do that. No, I'm going to pay 5. And that's not great. I'm going to pay 5, or all makes it cost 1 less.
Okay.
And I'm going to float, or I guess I'll do colorless. I'll float a white mana.
Okay.
So I'm going to turn this Mystic Gate into blue. Okay. So I have blue, colorless, white, and blue. I'm going to float a white, and I am going to cast Devastation Tide to return all non-land permanents to their owner's hands.
Works for me.
Yep. Ooh. Come back here,
All
Thassa.
Right. And then with my, I guess I didn't even need to float the white. I am actually going to end up going to discard because I have 8 cards in hand.
Sure.
So I am going to discard my trade routes.
Oof.
And then I pass my turn. There was like just a little bit too much happening. And
yeah.
I need to slow it down. Slow it down.
This deck's really good at playing mana rocks.
After last game, totally fine with the idea of slowing things down a little bit.
And then I pass over to you, Alyssa.
Okay, cool. I have 8 in my hand, so I will discard.
You don't have to discard
no,
to the end of your turn.
That's the end of your turn.
Okay, no?
You're good.
Okay, cool. I will untap and draw. Howling Mines isn't there, so I'll just draw 1.
Mm-hmm.
I will play a Plains for turn. I'm going to tap 1 for a Soul Ring.
Got to play Soul Ring.
Wow, really? A Soul Ring?
Tap 2 Arcade Signet.
Mm-hmm.
It's like we've seen this
yeah,
movie before.
Than me. What was the point of that board whip?
It's like a fever dream.
It gives you extra time to do your artifact crazy stuff.
We had a
get there.
We had a board wipe happen.
Where did it all go?
I'm going to
the tides.
The tide came in.
The tide came in.
I will tap. So Soul Ring. I'm going to tap 1 Swamp and play Viscera Shear. It's a 1/1. I can sack a creature, scry 1.
Mm-hmm.
These are untapped.
Never heard of that before.
1 Plains and Arcade Signet. For Taker, it's a 2/1. During your turn, spells your opponents cast cost 1 more to cast, and abilities your opponents activate cost 1 more, unless they're a mana ability, and it has Afterlife 1. And I'll pass turn on that.
That's rough. That's real rough.
I will untap.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah. All right, let's figure out how we're going to do this. So we got 4.
I feel like casting a miracle spell for the non-miracle, right? That's like a bingo card cross-off, right? Anybody's playing Noyandar bingo currently, cross that one off.
Yeah, you did it.
Yeah, right.
How many treats can you feed Mo'u? Mo'u's pretty good about having, a fast metabolism to burn it all off because Mo'u never sleeps. So you feed him as much as you want.
I love this interaction with Mo. This is fantastic.
Mo'u is
Yeah, it's so
star.
cool. All right.
Go down
3. Get back Threatened Dynamo, and Threatened Dynamo will get. Don't have anything right on the money to cast with this. That's sad. Oh well. Mind Stone back. And discard 1. Do Soul Suit. All right, that's my turn.
Okay. On tap. Draw. Well, that's not what we needed. So again, tap for 3. Put Thassa back out. Go right on ahead.
Oh, you pass.
Yep. It's all you.
Okay. Untap. I will draw for turn. I am going to play an Inkmoth Nexus.
Oh dear Lord!
This is fine. This is fine.
I don't think it is fine.
I am going to pay 2 for a Baral.
Sure.
And then I want to pay 2 for a Sacred Ground. Whenever a spell or an ability an opponent controls causes a land to be put into my graveyard from play, return the land to play.
You're going to do a lot of land destruction decks in your meta.
If I turn my creatures into, or if I turn my lands into creatures, they just die.
But that wouldn't be an effect an opponent controls.
That's true. That's true. You know what? Actually, do I want to play that? That was silly. I want to play my Talisman, actually. Can I take that back? Do you guys care?
Nope. Oh, sure you can.
I want to play the Talisman instead. And then I want to play the Sacred Ground.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. After that, I just pass.
Okay, I will untap for turn. I will draw 1. I will tap my Soul Ring, and I'm going to put out Altar of Dementia. I can sack a creature. Target player puts the number of cards equal to the sacrificed creature power from the top of their library to the graveyard.
Yep.
Then I will tap 4. And I'm going to replay Vindictive Vampire. And then I'm going to do my last planes for a Haunted Witness. So that's a 1/1. When it dies, create a 1/1 white soldier creature token with lifelink. And I'll pass turn.
What's up? I'll keep and draw. Set my land for turn. I'll draw to the temple. And we got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. So we can get out.
Flock of Omens.
Howling Mine. Activate Clock of Omens to untap Thrain Dynamo.
Can we talk about the price of Inventor's Fair for a moment? Can you believe that card is, the pre-release is at $22? The card's almost $10 each now. Did you all know that?
I thought that was like a 10-cent card.
It is crazy. Colin O'Clock is here. Hi, Colin.
Hey, thank you for a follow, Colin. Appreciate it.
Pay 2 for Phil Warstone.
Thank you, Mr. O'Clock.
Mr. O'Clock.
Let's see.
And then we'll pay 5 for Cold the Forge Master.
We're back.
I feel like we've seen these board states.
Well, that's what happens when you bounce my board state back to my hand.
Exactly. Exactly.
Pass my turn.
Okay. Untap. Thassa trigger. I will scry 1.
Thank you for the follow, Comic Lock.
I will look at my hand to see if any of that is actually helpful to me right now. And I think it is. Sure, why not? I'll keep that on top, draw it. And then I will play a... Yeah, we'll play this as the front face. Bark Channel Pathway. So it taps for green. But follow that up by playing a Dryad of the Elysian Grove.
Great card. Great card.
So now it taps for everything. And from there, I will go ahead and pass.
All right. I will untap. And I am going to draw for turn.
Sure.
I would like to play Flagstones of Trocare. And then, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'll tap this plains to make this white and blue. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 5. Yeah, so I'm going to play Noyadar.
Okay.
No, I do it this way. Yeah. So I have a white and Inkmoth Nexus up. And then swings are terrible. That's the scoop here. So I am just going to pass the turn.
I was gonna say, I feel like we're pretty close to a potential endpoint here. Regardless, there's a whole lot of resources of bad things that happen.
There really is like a lot happening right now.
I'm going to tap 4. And I'm going to put out my Tesa.
Sure.
Yeah.
And
Oh yeah, the classic blank championship card.
Yeah. I'm gonna play the blank.
And with that, I will pass turn, and I have 3 cards in my hand.
Okay.
How interesting.
I don't.
Quite interesting.
I know what one of them is.
We do. We know one of them is the 5/5 that draws cards.
One of them is totally fine.
Maybe.
Yeah, one of them is totally fine. Don't worry about it. Everything's great.
Start with upkeep trigger, gain 1 life.
Then we'll go to draw step. We have a draw step trigger. Draw a card.
Toon Titan 2, I don't believe it does, but it might.
Toon Titan 2. Don't give any ideas. Right?
Oh no. The things that would be found are much scarier than Blightsteel.
There's no Blightsteel in this deck. Don't worry about that.
No Blightsteel. Okay.
Nope. Blightsteel. my hand to Emrakul. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
My hand to Spaghetti God. It's all fine.
9, 10, 11. 12, 13, 14, and 15. So we're going to be floating 2. Oh, and we have a land for turn. Forgot about that.
Those are important.
Temple of the False God. Perfect timing. We have 4 floating.
Great on theme there.
Emrakul, the Promised End.
Hey, it's an Emrakul.
Cast trigger, targeting Alyssa.
Ooh, nice call. Oh gosh.
So normally this only comes out during paper games, but I do have a card that's very nice. That's
Worth seeing at least once, right?
It's the best token.
This is the Mind Slave token. Usually I would pass this across the table to remind them that I control them on their next turn. However, we can't really do that. So I'm just going to show it off. How about that?
Yeah.
All right.
But you'll get another turn after that. That'll be totally great.
Listen, on your next turn, I will control your turn, and then you'll take an extra turn.
So for that, should I send you a picture of my hand, or how does that work?
I can look away.
Everybody close their eyes.
No peeking.
No peeking.
Yeah, technically, I'm not allowed to reveal your hand or instruct you to reveal your hand. However, this is like
if you want to send him a picture in Discord and say do this, feel free.
That would technically be the most correct way to do it, but I don't really care if you reveal your hand. That's fine by me.
I cannot look, right?
Yeah.
Show the what does the audience think?
Yeah. Actually, you know what? That's a good point. This is a game for entertainment purposes. Dang it.
I mean, I did win last turn, so I'm cool with whatever.
All right.
Is that a Horn of Greed?
That is a Horn of Greed. Whenever
Neat.
a player
Plays a land. That player draws a card.
I like
fun
that.
stuff, fun stuff.
Thank you so much, Alex.
Hey, you are
So welcome. And I think you're also thanking me for not taking control of your brain.
I am, yes.
It's
also
tangential.
that.
all right. Well, I will
Pass my turn then.
Okay. Oh, untap. I will scry 1. Yeah, alright. We're going to have a fast turn here. I'll keep that on top and then draw it. Play a Myriad Landscape for the turn. When I do that, I draw a card because of Horn of Greed.
Correct.
I did it! Thanks, buddy! And then I'll tap for 5. And I don't know why the front of this
Playing
card actually
bridge?
exists, because we're going to Prismatic Bridge.
Oh my gosh.
And from there, we will pass the turn. I mean, here's the thing. I understand how scary Prismatic Bridge is. At the same time, there is a 95% chance that it's going to get me an enchantment that does not do anything but is indestructible for a while. If you want to get rid of it, you can get rid of it. I understand.
No, I can't. I cannot.
If you feel the need to get rid of it, you can get rid of it. I understand. I'm not bad.
I would like to, though, at the end of turn,
Sure.
Swords to Plowshares the Kodotha Forge Master.
In response.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for that draw. I appreciate it.
no problem.
The animate trigger is going to be on the Inkmoth Nexus to put 3+1/+1 counters on it, and now it is an elemental creature.
In response, I'm going to activate Kodotha Forge Master, sacrificing itself, Horn of Greed, and Felwar Stone. And I will search my library for an artifact card and put that card onto the battlefield. So let's figure out what card that is.
How many cards do you have in hand, Alex?
Currently in hand. I have 4 cards.
Okay.
Let's figure out what we're gonna find.
I'm so nervous.
This will be fun. I haven't gotten to play with this one yet. Forsaken Monument.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
That is
Yeah,
not the one I
Forsaken
thought it was going to
Monument.
be, but still very good.
Hey, I'm not as scary a guy as you all think I am.
No, hey, hold on. I know exactly how scary that deck is. What are you talking about?
Hey. There's no Blightsteel.
We agreed on that.
Yeah.
Forsaken Monument's a legendary artifact. Colorless creatures I control have +2/+2. Whenever I tap a permanent for colorless, add a colorless. And whenever I cast a colorless spell, gain 2 life.
Okay.
All right.
All right. I will untap for my turn and draw 1. I am going to play this island. I would like to pay 1 colorless to turn Inkmoth Nexus into a 1/1 flying creature token with Infect.
Why would you do that?
I mean, right? Why? Why in the world would you do this?
Why would you do that?
What's up,
I
Scrap
would-
Trawlers?
Hey, Scrap Trawlers.
Hey! I am going to swing. Listen, whenever I play this deck, Andy Zepke from the Scrap Trawler says I always win with Infect. I showed up. Oh, just in time.
Just in
Inkmoth.
time for Inkmoth, of
You-
course.
I don't always insert Catherine Hahn from what was that show?
Thank you
WandaVision
for
with
the
the big
follow.
wink. I don't
Yeah.
always win with Infect. I'm going to swing at SolRingMTG for 4 Infect Flying.
Okay. Cool.
And then after that, I'm going to pass.
Perfect. And Lapper controls my turn.
Yeah.
I sure do.
And it was 4 poison, eh?
Yes.
4 poison.
Poison cancers, that's right.
Cool.
Okay.
Lapper, I did send you a Discord
You
message.
did, and I do see your hand. So we're going to start with untap, upkeep, and draw.
Oh yeah. You'll have one more card here.
Yeah, we're going to have one more card. Let's find out what that card is.
Holy cow.
Hey, perfect.
Perfect. I will be. You all do your thing. I've got somebody that's about to knock at the door
Okay.
and make 4
So
dogs.
you have 5 creatures on board. Is that correct?
I do.
Okay. So to start off on your main phase, we're going to sacrifice all of those creatures.
Okay, I do
all
have
sorts of dimension.
triggers.
Okay, let's work with
So
those. What
first, I have 2 ways to sacrifice. So I can sacrifice it, and target player puts the number of cards equal to the creature's power from their library to the graveyard, or I can sack it with Vicious Shear, where I scry 1.
Oh, good point. Good point. Okay. Let's see. Can anyone else benefit from mill? Because I have a feeling that I don't want to be milling Alyssa's deck.
I don't know if I have many ways to return cards from my hand. I don't think I do have many. It's possible I do, but it's not like a focus of this deck.
Okay. So we're going to do it to scry 1 for each of those 5. And then what other triggers do we have?
So when Haunted Witness dies, it creates 2 Soldier creature tokens with lifelink. Normally it's 1, but because Teysa, it will make 2.
Okay.
So do you want me just to go down the line and do it all?
I want to hear what they are first, please.
Okay, sure. So that is going to create 2 1/1 white Soldier creature tokens with flying. This, when I sacrifice it, I scry 1. This has Afterlife 1, so what I'm going to create 2 spirit creature tokens with flying. When this dies, it deals 2 damage to each opponent, and I gain 2 life. And then, that's it for...
Oh, wow.
Okay. So we'll start with doing 2 damage to each opponent. You gain 2 life.
And that is for each creature.
Okay, so that one will die first then.
Yeah.
Would it not all happen at the same time if you're
Because I'm going to sacrifice each of them one at a time.
And then letting it resolve instead of holding priority to
Okay,
do
so
it.
we each take 2, and Alyssa's going to gain 2?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. And that'll go to the graveyard, and we'll scribe.
Okay.
And what do we have on top?
I'll tell you what, Andy, do you want to just stare away with me for a while?
Okay. We'll leave that on top. And
Safety picture
then
every
we'll
time.
go ahead and sacrifice your commander, which we will put into the graveyard and not the command zone. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
were we sacrificing with a scrying or with milling?
With scrying.
Okay.
So we already know what's on top.
Yes.
Yeah, so we're just going to leave that there.
Okay.
Next, we're going to...
that is a very good point, Toon Titan 2. Vindictive Vampire says whenever another creature you control dies.
Okay, so nobody lost life.
Yes. So
All right, so
okay.
let's just...
good call.
So we gain 2, and then...
Yeah, we'll gain 2 and she'll lose 2.
Okay.
Oh wait, I think.
Which is why it's worst blood.
It's the worst blood artist.
Worst blood artist? Still blood artist in a way.
Shout out to
Still bad.
Goldshot
I think I went the wrong way.
on our latest episode of Social Contract.
You're gonna hear them tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So this creates Afterlife 1, so it's just 1 spirit creature token with flying.
Okay, so we're going to sacrifice that and scry 1. And we'll make that 1/1 with flying, and we'll sacrifice that and scry 1. And then the other Afterlife creature, sacrifice that and scry 1.
And I guess you already know what's up there.
Yeah.
And
whatever tokens
and
it
I'm
makes,
assuming you're going
we're going
to...
to sacrifice those, yep.
Okay, cool.
And then we're going to sacrifice Viscera Seer to itself.
Cool.
I felt that. Alyssa, I felt that.
That was the mood. I mean,
Now
admittedly,
it's your turn.
yeah.
All right,
Admittedly,
so
that
let's see what
was
fun stuff we
that
have in
was
hand.
necessary, but
No, it's awesome. It's awesome. It's all good.
Okay.
And
So how much mana do we have available? 1, 2, 3.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Cool. Okay. I think this is probably the most brutal card to lose. So we're going to hardcast Harvester of Souls out of your hand.
Hardcast?
Yeah, we're going to pay the full price.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay. Sorry. Haven't heard it that way before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4,
Perfect.
5, 6.
Mhm.
I see what's coming.
Oh crap! There's still the altar. Oh
Harvester of Souls,
no!
and then we'll sacrifice it to the altar. And
What
we'll
do you
mill... Mike, how does your deck feel about mill?
I don't dig it, but I don't hate it.
You don't dig it, you don't hate it?
Yeah.
Mike will mill you for 5.
Okay.
It's power, right? Not mana value?
Yes.
Okay, mill you for 5.
That's a crew fix, a God Eternal Oketra, an Erebos, a Plains,
Wow, that's a lot of gods.
and a Heliod Sun Crown. It's almost like it's what my deck does.
Holy moly, Mike. We just milled so many gods.
Wow.
We
did.
appreciate that crew fix is gone though. That crew fix is so good.
Yeah, right? I agree.
I mean, I agree too, but I'm also behind on lands.
Now, as long as we're here to kick someone while they're down, does anyone have any instant speed interaction that they would like to get off?
Nothing I can.
No?
I mean, it depends. I mean, I have some, but I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it. For how many cards do you have in hand now, Alyssa? At this point,
3.
how many do you have in hand, Alex?
Hey, I didn't say that you should do it to me, but for the record, I have 4.
Okay, wait, real quick. That prismatic bridge, that just throws something onto the battlefield.
It's
every
going to
turn.
like cascade into something every turn.
Oh, this is bananas.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, I don't know if I want to use my instant speed interaction at this
Okay.
point.
Well, the reason I was asking is to target Alyssa with that because I can just let it come through if I so choose.
Okay.
But it sounds like no.
I think I'm gonna pass.
Okay. In that case, then I'm going to pass, and Alyssa, you will take an extra turn.
Oh, I go again?
Yeah.
You do go again.
Holy moly. That was a really good play. Huh, okay, cool.
That's
All right.
Emrakul.
I draw for my normal turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I will play a swamp. And
See, Mike, I told you we could make it work.
I never said we couldn't make it work. I just said, oh no.
You heavily implied
There was concern. That's all.
that we shouldn't make it work.
I will tap a Soul Ring, and I will play my Star Compass, and it comes in tapped.
Okay.
Then I will do 4. And I'm going to play Frankenrath Noble, 2/2 flyer.
There we go.
All right.
And when this or another creature dies, target player loses 1 life, and I gain 1. And then pass turn.
Cool.
That was a wild turn.
Yep.
Yeah, right? Okay, we're going to have untap, upkeep,
Gain of life.
Yeah. There it is. Falconwrath Noble.
and draw a card for turn. Okay. Well, now, we can do. We got 2, 3, 4,
Let's see what we could do. Untaps for 30 mana.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 18.
Only 18. Only 18, man. It's fine.
Like, what is this? The Middle Ages? Come on,
This is fine.
18.
What's
All right,
that
so
play
we're gonna
plan?
use. We're gonna start with Thran Dynamo here, and we're gonna cast Doubling Cube. It doubles cubes,
Oh, that's a card.
so
that is
go
good.
down from
No! Why?
Yeah. So we're going to.
Did you gain your life for your Inventor's Fair?
I did. I gained 1 life.
Oh, good. Okay, good. Good.
Yeah. We wouldn't want to skip that trigger, would we?
No.
Yeah, very important trigger. Okay. So this is really cool. Watch this.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to float all of this. Fun fact, did you know that doubling Cube's mana ability removes restrictions from the mana that you doubled?
Mm-hmm.
And apparently...
Yeah, so like the Gilded, or the Lotus...
That's right. Jeweled Lotus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeweled Lotus.
The mana from Jeweled Lotus that you double, the 3 mana that you get extra, can be used on anything. Isn't that fun? All right. So you got 4. We spent 2. So we got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Untap Thorn Dynamo, and we get 15, 16, 17, 18. And 18 becomes 16 to activate. Doubling Cube 16 doubles to 32.
Yeah.
And let's do it. Actually, no, we won't do that. I'm going to do it this way. We'll have 18 down to 14. Okay, so we'll have 14 instead. 14 down to 12 will double to 24.
Yeah.
Right? And then
tap those 2, untap it.
Tap these 2 to untap this. Now we're at 24, go down to 22, up to 44 mana.
Right. With how many cards in hand now?
4.
Okay, nice, very nice.
So go down from 44 to 42. We're going to bounce my commander to my hand.
Yep.
And cast it.
Yeah.
Who should we hit this time? Oh no, we lost somebody on the feed. Mike?
It's me. I'll be able to come back.
Okay.
You
wouldn't want to miss a minute of this exciting gameplay,
Yeah.
Mike. Yeah. Okay, so who should we hit now? Because Alyssa's in a better place for me, a worse place for her.
Mm-hmm.
But who else?
I have 3 cards in hand, if that
You have
matters.
3 cards in hand. Okay.
3.
How's
I've got 6.
how's Mike doing? Mike, how's your? Oh, you've got that.
I got
that
the prismatic
cascade thing. Yeah. Hmm.
So the bounce has chat's asking how the bounce happened with the Emerald.
Sure, I'd be happy to explain that. So we have this land here, a Sanctum of Eternity. So Sanctum of Eternity is a non-basic land with tap, add a colorless, and 2 tap, return target commander you own from the battlefield to your hand. Activate this ability only on your turn.
Very good in that deck.
That's very good in this deck. In very few decks is that a good card, but in this deck it's amazing.
Yep.
Yeah, sorry if I didn't take the time to explain that properly.
You were kind of distracted. What with the 44 mana and all. I think it's.
Well,
Fair.
I mean, I would be too, as would anyone else, right?
Yeah.
42. We got 13, so that'll be down to 12. Yeah. So 42 down to 30. Or 30 floating.
So the question is, I don't think anyone's in such an advantageous position that they need to be cut down right now. So now we have the other side of the coin. We can give somebody an extra turn. Somebody who's far behind.
You can.
I can.
Yeah.
I can.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, Mike, I want to see what your deck can do, because it didn't get to do anything last time.
I got to play a Thassa and a Morph.
It got to play a Thassa, but then you lost the game. So, Mike,
Hey,
I'm
I like to
going to
think of it
Mindslave
as
you.
I like to think of it as we lost the game, buddy.
We lost the game. We all lost the game simultaneously.
Nope.
Okay, so the way that we'll do this is I will Mindslave Mike,
Sure.
and we'll make this the nice and kind Mindslave, which basically says you're going to play your turn, but of course I'm going to have final say if you try to do anything screwy, and then after that you'll take an extra turn.
Sure.
And if you become too scary, you know what's going to happen. She's
Yeah,
going
of
to
course.
get resummoned, and then we're going to kill you.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
understand.
So let's just play it safe. Okay.
Cool.
So we've got 30 mana floating.
Yep.
Let's have some fun. All right. Michael Simplatus.
Sure.
Don't worry, it's not a lock. Michael Simplatus says all permanents are artifacts in addition to their other types. All cards that aren't on the battlefield, all spells and permanents are colorless, and players may spend mana as though it were mana of any color.
Yep.
So that can untap your land.
This is an insurance policy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It can untap a lot of things.
Wow.
Speaking of insurance policies, planar bridge.
Okay.
Wow.
So we're down from 30 to 24.
Wait, what does planar bridge do again?
So
Tap
planar
8,
bridge is
tap it, find a permanent, put it on the battlefield.
Thank you, Mike.
Yeah.
How's your camera doing?
I can make it great, but the second I get it to turn back on is also when I make everybody lose the feed. So we're going to turn myself back on after your turn's over.
So the menups. Oh yeah, sorry, go
on. That's too much. I'm gonna counterspell that.
Sweet. So we're down from that's 24, and then that's 6. So we're down to
and you'll draw a card off morale.
Down to 18.
I'm gonna put 3 more counters on Inkmoth Nexus.
So with 18 mana, that's fine. We'll.
That just seemed real good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's great.
It's a real good card.
It really is.
So with 18, we'll go down to 2 minus 4 is 14. Down to 14 with Lethal Form Engine.
Sure.
Oh, great.
Yeah. So next time we're going to Mind Slave twice.
Oh my god.
If we get the next turn. I doubt that'll happen. One of you will kill me, right? And then last card out of my hand. Hands are empty. Mirror Incubator. This is the alternate win con for when Emrakul can't win.
Mm-hmm.
Very silly card. And we talked about this on the deck episode, Mike. Mirror Incubator is a 6-mana artifact with 6 and tap and sack it. Search your library for any number of artifact cards and exile them, and then make that many 1/1s. It's pretty funny.
It's very funny.
That's like the last ditch effort. I just ruined my deck to make a whole board full of 1/1s, and I try to swing it.
So that's the last ditch effort, and that's how much mana do we have left? 14 mana left.
Wow.
So we're not going to activate that yet, even though we totally could, because that would be hilarious.
I was going to say, aren't you in a position where you can tap 2 things to untap it to double the mana pool again, but you don't have any cards in hand, thankfully?
But I don't really have any cards in hand, so that's kind of the end of that chapter. I don't really see anything I can do. I could permanent spell. Yeah, I can't really do anything about that. Okay. So let's clean this board up, and I'm going to pass my turn over to Mike.
All right. Well,
and Mike, you are on your probation turn.
Yeah, I'm on my probation turn. We're going to start that in just a second. We're going to go to another quick break here to get the camera back on, and also so I can try and understand and comprehend Alex's last turn.
It's an enigma as vexing as time itself. Like, you can't comprehend it. To know is to go mad.
Right. So we'll be right back, everybody.
Like, that's a real
All right, we're back. I'm on my good behavior turn. As I will untap.
If you mess this turn up, you're getting double secret probation.
I mean, that's fair. I think we'll be in good shape. I'm not quite sure. So upkeep, prismatic bridge will trigger. I'll reveal from the top until I get to a creature or enchantment. First card is a chromatic lantern. Second card is a coercive portal.
Ooh, that's fun.
Third card is a dictate of Karametra.
Is that we all draw a 2-card thing?
No,
No.
That is a mana doubler for everybody.
Oh, cool.
So my first act under new management here is going to be doubling everybody's mana.
Hooray! I rubber stamp this.
Well, unfortunately, I don't have a choice. That just happens. I don't get to not do it. It just says do it. And then I will scry one. I'll tell you what, Alex, would you like to... I'm just going to reveal it. Would you like to put a Doomscar on the top of my library or not?
Oh my gosh. Destroy all creatures.
Yeah.
That's my favorite thing to do. Let's do it.
Okay. I will draw a mystery card.
Is that a foil Doomscar? Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
From there, I will think about my life.
We have a great audience right now. We have 26 people in our audience.
How's it going, everybody?
That is so awesome. Thank you for watching us, everyone. And thank you again to Andy and Alyssa for coming on stream and playing with us.
I'll tell you what.
Here.
Hey, Alex, may I pay to
Daddy, may I?
Yeah, that's wow. All right, you know what? I choose to pass my turn. I don't want to do that.
All right, Mike, you'll take an extra turn now.
I was just gonna say, is it all right for me to pay to sacrifice for my Myriad Landscape?
Yes, that's fine.
Great. I will. Oh, damn!
You have to ask permission properly, Mike.
Yes. Papa, can you hear me? I'm gonna go get 2 swamps.
Hi, the Computer King.
How goes it, everybody? Having a great time watching great Magic?
Yeah. We're having a real bang-up time.
Listen, that's a collective effort, so thank you for the compliment. Okay. 2 swamps tapped. Guess who forgot that mana was doubled, even though he was the one who cast it.
Mana is doubled.
Alex, do I have your permission to foretell a card?
What card are we foretelling?
I mean, I only have one in this deck, and you just saw it.
Yes.
Okay.
You may foretell such a card.
I will foretell this mystery card that no one knows about.
What card could it possibly be?
Who is it? Who is it? That's all.
Like, it's not much of a prediction if everyone knows what your prediction is. No, you know what? It probably still is a prediction.
That's still a prediction. Listen.
Yeah, that's still a good prediction.
You don't know who just showed up.
Who just showed up?
Yeah, I don't know. That's the point. Hey, Alex, I would sure like to cast Thassa Deep Dwelling.
What's that one, Mike?
That is the other Thassa indestructible that blinks a creature on my battlefield. I currently have 1 creature.
This is fine.
Cool. I cast Thassa Deep Dwelling.
She is dwelling in the deep. Dwelling in the deep.
Yep.
Dwelling in the deep.
God of the Sea Deep Dwelling. That is all I can do on this bonus turn.
Well, I hate to be that guy, but why don't you just show me your hand and take your extra turn?
I have a Spark Double.
Okay.
A Bolt Bend.
Okay.
A Mogus, God of Slaughter. A Divine Reckoning. And an Ilharg, the Razeboar.
Awesome. Well,
All
take
good.
an extra turn. You're up.
I will untap. I will throw my lands on the ground, but catch them, for I am swift. Okay. Bolt Bend is an underrated card. I agree. Upkeep. I will stack them. We'll do Prismatic Bridge first, because why not? Wrath of God.
Ooh.
Privileged Position.
Oh, look at that.
So I will get a privileged
You know, the
position.
fun thing about Hexproof is that when I'm controlling him, Hexproof doesn't really apply.
And then I will scribe one. We'll go ahead and bottom that. Because believe it or not, mana is no longer our issue. Draw a card.
I think we're all in the game now. All of us. Well, Alyssa has to build her board step back.
Yeah,
now,
I was gonna say, hold on a second.
She's got good mana rocks out to build up the board.
Sure.
I'll get there at some point.
Right.
But not too fast.
So here is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna tap for 6 red.
Is this the raise boar?
It is the raise boar.
The raise boar. It's the raise boar.
And then I will tap for...
I know, right, Toon Titan 2? If only all of my opponents had sack outlets. A sack outlet is an Emrakul player's best friend.
I'm going to tap for another 4 mana. I'm going to float 1 green out of it. So I'm going to tap this for 2 blue, tap this for 2 green, so I'll have 1 green mana floating. To cast a Spark Double, targeting Ilharg.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Then, with that floating green, I will activate Mosswort Bridge, and I will cast a Iroas, God of Victory.
It is still cast, correct?
That's a good question.
For
You may play the exiled card without paying its mana cost for Mosswort. So is play a rendition of cast?
Yes, play is play or cast.
Yes. So it is cast if you choose to make it go away.
Which means you can counter it.
Well, this is quite the conundrum. I will tap this plains for 2.
Mm-hmm.
Use 1 of that into the Mystic Gate to make blue. I guess tap this for 2. To Insidious Will to counter the Iroas.
Okay. That is reasonable.
I'm going to move this to 9.
Okay.
Insidious Will to the graveyard.
Okay. So I've got 2 mana left up. And the only creatures that I have are a Dryad, or 2 things that care about attacking that just came out here. So that'll end my turn. I will... So if I blink the Spark Double, does it lose the +1 counter, or does it come back with it and another one?
Because it has the enters the battlefield static ability to enter with an additional counter, it's always going to enter with 1 counter. But when an object changes zones, it's going to lose all counters that were on it.
Well, then I'll tell you what. The Spark Double is going to have an identity crisis, but it's then going to decide to come back as Ilharg anyway. And then I'll pass the turn.
Okay.
How many days has it been since you've had a turn?
It's been a minute.
It's been many moons since last I played the Magic.
Many moons. All right, untap. Draw for my turn.
I understand. You weren't even really worried about Iroas. You just wanted to play a card. I get it.
Right? Yeah.
How did you know?
Yeah, it's Pan. Thank you, Played.
I would like to pay
That's not a
1
racist lyric in it. I don't like that song.
That's fair.
to turn Inkmoth Nexus into a 1/1 flyer.
Sure.
Hey, what's he going to do with that thing?
Hurt somebody real bad.
I'm going to move to combat.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, Mike, you're the only one without a flyer.
That's pretty reasonable.
I'm going to swing 10 Infect at you.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, Mike, are you out of the game?
Depends on how Infect reads.
Well, if a player has 10 or more poison counters,
No. I know how that reads.
Okay.
Thank you. I can't change the target of putting counters onto a thing, correct?
Define change the target of putting counters onto a thing.
Well, I have a bolt bend. And I knew I was screwed either way.
So, bolt bend is changing the target of a spell or ability, right?
Yes.
This is dealing damage, and
Right.
the form of that damage is poison counters.
No, I assumed I was dead.
Okay.
So.
But do you have a Maze of Ith?
Mm-mm.
Well, then you're screwed.
I didn't draw into it.
Mike,
That's fine.
Dead?
you're done so.
Honestly, that's totally fine because now if my camera goes away, it actually just makes sense. So that's good. So that worked out just fine.
Mike has been eliminated.
This is what happens when you do not have the ability to. I was gonna say I could destroy all creatures, but that doesn't feel good. So
Hey, we had an episode about that.
Listen, this would have come back with the sacred
An episode about
Yeah.
not doing that.
Yeah, dying is better.
To
die with dignity.
I am going to pass my. No, I'm not. I'm going to play this Drown Yard Temple. So I can pay
I
3,
eliminated you already.
Yeah,
return from my graveyard to the battlefield tapped, and then I'm going to pass.
Wow. Okay.
Hey, look, all his mana's untapped. He's fixing to do something.
Who knows what? Who knows what I
I
have
bet he's
happening?
got instant speed interaction in that deck.
What? That's not a
It's
thing.
not like it's a blue-white spell slinger deck.
Yeah.
Who knows what I have?
Wait a second.
Hmm. Huh. So, for Andy, is there any artifacts or enchantments on your field right now?
Actually, all
Literally.
of the permanents are artifacts.
Everything is an
Everything
artifact
Single one,
right
even
now.
his
is an
left.
artifact.
And all of your permanents are also artifacts.
Oh, gee.
Because of that mycosynth lattice.
Everything is currently an artifact.
Everything. Everything on the battlefield.
Aw, man.
Okay.
No, sorry. Just
Ooh,
again.
you should wipe the board.
Because I could do a thing, but you have all that mana.
Well, right now I don't have any cards in my hand.
Alex, if
Oh,
it makes
Andy
you feel any better, you
Oh,
take-
Andy. Andy, okay.
Andy.
if it
I
makes
have
you
a
feel-
just so you
Good.
all know, I have one single card in hand.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he's a maniac.
Also, so you know, he did just kill me, but Alex helped because that's.
What do you mean I helped? I gave you an extra turn.
Yeah, you know what my next card was if I didn't get a Doomscar?
Hmm.
The
Hey, you're the one who wanted to keep the Doomscar.
No, I didn't. You told me I did.
What do you mean you didn't? Of
I had
course
a
you
board
did.
wipe in hand. I was super excited.
Why don't you want 2 board wipes?
Because I don't care about wiping the board, especially when an Archetype of Imagination was my next card.
Oh, removes that flying I would have.
Yeah,
You know, Mike, I'm totally fine with you being dead.
that's fair. I see
So
every
I'm
week.
going to-
It's fair.
I'm going to play a Plains and it taps for 2. Is that still a thing where mana's
No,
double?
I'm
dead.
dead.
Okay, so I will.
You know who doesn't have spirit? Me. Because I am one.
Got spirit? Yes, we do. We've got spirit, but Karametra does not double your mana anymore because Mike lost.
Yep.
What
I'm
is
gonna-
that?
I'm going to play, I'll just put it over here. A Seal of Cleansing is an enchantment. I can sack it and destroy target artifact or enchantment.
Which is everything.
So
Heck
anything
yeah.
on the board, that's a rattlesnake right there.
That is neat.
So,
What are you going to blow up?
so off the top of my head, I think I would attempt to destroy Andy's big 10/10 infect thing.
That is dangerous.
But
I have a lot of dangerous stuff too, but
I know that's the other thing too, is that on the other coin.
here's
I
the
think-
question. So I do have a lot of dangerous things. Nothing in particular other than the commander is actively a threat. However,
Alyssa.
10 infect in the air is pretty dangerous.
Alyssa,
Do you get to
if you'd
take
like-
both of our turns. Do you take all of our turns permanently?
Depends what you mean by all of our turns and permanently.
So you can play Emrakul twice every turn. So I guess we do get one turn after use, but don't you get to take each of our turns every turn now?
So the way that mind-slaving a player with the trigger multiple times works is that it doesn't work to my advantage. Basically, what would happen is I would control your next turn twice, which doesn't do anything. I would control your next turn all the same,
Okay.
and then you would take 2 extra turns. But I wouldn't do it like that because that would be silly. The way that I would actually do it is target both of you
Right.
and take each of your next turns, and then you each take another turn.
Yeah,
So
the
that's
turn
pretty-
order would go Alex, Andy
Alex,
as Alex.
Alex, Andy, Alex, Alyssa, Alex.
Oh boy.
The
Yeah.
mycosynth lattice is, I guess the doubling cube is really an issue, but if everything's an artifact, removing that land that allows it to bounce, which is an artifact, is probably our best bet.
Here is the argument that I will make for you beyond the grave. You have the ability to activate that whenever you want to.
But you
That's true.
can't that ability would go off though. Right? It would be on the stack. So you'd have to remove that land before Alex gets to activate it.
Now, here's the secret to this deck.
This is a really good land for this deck. However, Mike knows what I'm about to say. I have zero qualms about blowing up my commander
Yeah.
and then hard casting it for the additional mana
You're,
cost.
you're talking to someone who
Sure.
made 44 mana last turn. I don't think he's
So-
super worried.
Yes, you're going to start nickel and diming me, but I'm still going to do what I'm doing if you blow that land up.
But you don't get to do it twice though, right? So last time you made it
If I have a sack outlet, I can do it any number of times that I can afford it.
Sure. But right now you don't, but you also can bounce it. So right now if that land is gone, you can't bounce it even.
Alyssa, you should make Andy promise that he's not going to attack you with that 10-10 if it stays on the field.
I can make that promise. That
here's
is
the next
not
thing.
a problem.
And then I'm the third one out.
Yeah.
You can blow up the one.
You
there's-
have a flyer. I mean, you do have a flyer right now. So I mean, minimum you get at least one turn. But I won't swing at you the next one. I can promise that. But
Okay, so
I
it's,
think-
it's between the flyer and the land.
I don't know if you want to get a deal with him when the deal that you made with him can be violated by me next turn.
Oh, right.
So you can make all the deals you want, but I'm going to make him lie to you.
Oh, no. This actually works perfect. This works perfect. If he breaks the deal, then he has to concede. It's perfect. Aha!
That's a good segue right there. There are only two things that you can't do
Yes.
when you are mind slaving another player, controlling their turn. You can't look at their sideboard, which doesn't apply in Commander, obviously, and you can't do any game actions such as calling for a judge or conceding the game or offering a draw. Can't do any of those.
Oh my god, you guys are both scary.
I know, right?
Oh man, oh man. I think I'm gonna have to do the full infect flyer.
Another victory for Emrakul.
You're hitting the infect flyer with that white spell.
Hey, buddy, she made her choice.
Oh
No,
but no.
he's-
And he has
he's-
blue on top mana.
I am going to
You're gonna
give this
counter it.
protection from white until
Yeah.
end of turn.
Okay.
I forgot about that card.
So Sergey's Shelter. Target creature you control.
Actually, I would love to see you do that, Andy, because her spell is not white. It's
it
colorless.
is not.
It's not.
It's an artifact.
It's not an artifact. It's a colorless spell.
There is a white
It's
Doesn't-
still
Doesn't matter.
Oh, it
Doesn't matter.
doesn't.
Nope. It's
all permanents
it
are
is
colorless.
Oh.
made colorless by Mycosynth Lattice. It is not a white spell.
Ooh.
You can't give a permanent pro colorless if you can make it pro of any one color.
Oh,
That's
all
true.
cards that aren't on the battlefield and spells and permanents are colorless.
Mhm.
Okay, Inkmoth Nexus is gone.
Kaboom!
Now, how do we in fact beat Emrakul?
Oh, don't turn that around.
I mean, how do we though?
No, that's
I-
that's a very fair question, Alex.
I
What are you
actually
talking
don't
about?
know.
I didn't
how
say it
we-
wasn't a fair question. I'm just saying that he's only saying that now that he knows that he can't stop her.
He's
from
been
blowing
saying
up
that
his
all
play.
game.
I literally was going to be swinging at you regardless.
Mental misplay. Thank you for subscribing.
Mental misplay.
Appreciate it, mental.
How are you?
Thank you.
Jalen, welcome. Note to self: include a Tower of the Magistrate. That's a great land. Tower of the Magistrate has 1 and tap. Target permanent gains protection from colorless until end of turn.
There you
Or
go.
protection
So-
from artifacts.
Inkmoth Nexus does come back to the battlefield because of Sacred Ground.
Hey, how about that?
I will.
We did it. Full circle, folks. Full circle.
And I'm going to pass turn and think about my decisions.
Well.
Hey, Jalen.
I think I know who's the bigger enemy right now.
Start with untap.
Oh god, there's been like 14 Emrakul's per round now, isn't there?
And they're all coming at you.
I know. Good thing is I guess I only have one spell in hand.
We have ways
that's the good thing.
Ruining your board. Okay, so we have untap, and then we have an upkeep trigger
to gain 1 life.
And then we have draw a card and the draw step trigger from Howling Mine.
Another 2. That Vulcan Wrath Noble is 1/4 of a combo. SolRingMTG is clearly the archenemy.
No, SolRing's
not the archenemy. Andy's here.
Yeah, totally.
Well, I'm the archenemy, but he's second in command, which means I have to attack him now.
Fair enough.
Okay, let's figure out what we're going to do here.
Sure.
We can go ahead and start. Don't have a land to play. We don't really have anything in hand. That was some nonsense right there. Let's start with
an attack, shall we? What flyers do you have, Andy?
None at this moment.
None at this moment. But you can make one of your lands into a flyer, right?
That is correct.
And how big will it become when you animate it?
1/1 with infect.
Okay, and can you also pump it at instant speed?
I may, in fact, be able to do that with the Surgy Shelter.
And if you were so inclined, how big could you pump it?
I could make it a 4/4.
Okay,
sweet. Go to combat.
Peter King, thank you very much.
We're going to attack with Emrakul, the Promised End, at Andy. Emrakul, the Promised End is a 15/15 with flying, trample, and protection from instants.
Yes. That is accurate. I don't know how we beat you, but I am going to activate this Inkmoth Nexus.
Sweet.
And I am going to pay 2 and give it pro green to put 3 +1/+1 counters on it.
Okay.
And I block 4 of that 15 trample.
Okay, so that'll put 4 -1/-1 counters onto Emrakul.
And I take 11 Emrakul damage.
Take 11 commander damage, and your land
will die.
Will die, but it won't come back because that wasn't a spell or ability.
That is, in fact, correct.
Okay.
All right then. Let's do our stuff. Let's have this for 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and down to 12. To activate Doubling Cube with 12 unspent mana, that will double to 24. I will untap Doubling Cube, activate it, go down to 21, which doubles to 42. And then we'll untap and do it again. Go down to 39, which doubles to 78, I think. I'm no good with math. I used to be smart. 78. So we just have a lot of mana here. We're going to go ahead and start with bouncing. Go down to 76. Bouncer commander back to hand.
Oh, that land needed to go.
Oh, no, your flyer needed to go so that I could swing into you. Thank you, Alyssa.
Jalen, Ein is the best corgi.
Mine is the best corgi. That's great. Jalen's also on our episode tomorrow. Yep. Stopping by, Jalen. We're gonna have a big, fun episode with all my team members tomorrow. So make sure to tune in to our podcast tomorrow.
Spellbook and combos, all the good stuff. Very exciting.
Combos. We haven't had a lot of combos in these games, but
I mean, we literally just saw a combo win on turn 5 in the first game.
You're right, we did. That
What
was
are you talking about?
Yeah, I already forgot. That was a
different combo.
Okay, so go down from 78 down to 74. We'll sacrifice Inventor's Fair to activate its ability to find an artifact and bring it into my hand. We need to find a mana sink.
I need 4 stifles in hand.
Hey, no 4
I don't even know if I run Stifle, but I really like that card.
It is an interesting card.
I like seeing the Lithoform engine just kind of sitting there ready to go for doubling that Emrakul trigger. Is that how that works?
Yes, Emrakul.
That is awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, Alex, are you winning the game this turn, or just putting it on a not a lock but a lock?
Well, I'm going to try to take control of some players' turns, but
Sure.
as far as actually winning on this very turn now, but I'm going to try to advance my position significantly enough that I can win pretty rapidly.
Sure.
But first I need to figure out what artifact I want. This is just silly. You know what? I think I'll figure it out. There we go. We'll get good old what's your face. The Soul of New Phyrexia.
This gives things indestructible, right?
Yes, so it has 2 activated abilities. The first can be activated on the battlefield, the second in the graveyard. They both do the same thing. Permanents I control gain indestructible till end of turn.
Okay.
Okay, so we've gone down to 62. And from there, we're going to do our thing. So we're going to cast Emrakul from hand, and that'll cost 12, 11. So down to 51. And then we're going to double her trigger, 49. And
that means that I'm going to be able to choose 2 target players, or the same player twice, which is silly and a bad idea. So we'll choose, of course, our only 2 remaining opponents. I'll control each of your next turns, and after that turn, you'll each take an extra turn. So we'll go me controlling Andy, then Andy, and then me controlling Alyssa, then Alyssa.
Okay.
All right. And do this. We'll get Expedition Map down to 60, crack it down to 58, find a land and tutor it onto the battlefield. Well, you guys have had eyes on blowing my land up, so I can't have any fun anymore.
Just that one.
I think the land that we're going to get is...
But I don't think we can, right? Didn't we lose our only ability to blow something up? Right, we had to sack that thing to do it?
Yeah.
Okay. Seal of Cleansing. Okay, that's what it was.
Cleansing, okay.
It's in the graveyard.
Yep. It tried. Poor thing.
It did its best.
I mean, it succeeded. Thing just came back.
Should have went the other way.
Okay, I think. Yeah. We'll do this one. Land for turn, Eye of Ugin.
Is that the one that says Eldrazi costs 2 less, right?
Eldrazi spells you cast cost 2 less to cast, and it also has the activated ability pay 7 and tap, search your library for a colorless creature card, reveal it, and put it into your hand. Right. I think that's.
It's even in foil. That is.
This is a Judge foil Eye of Ugin.
That is wonderful.
Then down to 56, cast Walking Atlas. It's a little late for Walking Atlas, but what a fun card Walking Atlas is. I love that card. And then down from 58 to 52. Actually do it like this first. Down from 58 to 51, and we're going to find a colorless creature. Put it in the hand. Do we even have any decent colorless creatures left anymore? Yeah, there we go. Endbringer. Cast that for 6, so down to 44. And then finally, down from 44 to 38, and we're going to exile all the artifacts out of my library, which is going to take a super long time, so we're not going to do that. Right now, we're going to pass my turn to Andy, and I'm going to take control of his turn.
You said exiles artifacts? Wait,
Yeah,
what?
Exile artifacts. My library. You want me to go ahead and read this thing again?
Yeah, if you could.
So Mirror Incubator, this is a very janky card. This is a 6-mana artifact with an activated ability for 6 and tap.
Okay.
Sacrifice Mirror Incubator. Search your library for any number of artifact cards. Exile those cards, and then put that many 1/1 colorless near artifact creature tokens onto the battlefield, and then shuffle your library.
Okay.
So
but every card is one, right? Because of Mycosynth?
No. Every card is colorless that's not on the battlefield, but only artifact cards in my library are in fact artifacts.
Oh, okay. They're colorless. Okay.
However, I do have a lot of artifact cards.
Yeah. Sure. Okay, so we're going to your turn
Going
and mine.
to your turn controlled by me,
Okay.
not my turn controlled by me.
All right, so we're going to draw a card, and it is a Seagate Restoration.
That's fun. What's that? The one that's...
So you can draw cards equal to the number of cards in your hand, which is 0 + 1. You have no max hand size the rest of the game.
0.
Or you can play it as a land and shock me.
I'm shocked, frankly. Okay, so you said
You have 0 cards in hand other than Seagate, right?
This is the card in my hand.
that is
Really unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so tell me what we have on board. Not the lands, just the...
So I've got a Baral, Chief of Compliance, and a Noyandar, Royal Shaper. And then at that point, I have only lands with no activated abilities and a Talisman of Progress that can be tapped to force me to lose a life.
okay.
And that is the entirety of my board.
Interesting. So you have a Noyandar, which is how big?
A 4/4.
It's a 4/4. Does it have any evasion?
It does not.
Okay. And then you have your Baral, which is how big?
A 1/3 with no evasion.
Okay. And are either of those land creatures right now with your fancy... Oh, did we lose feed? We still good?
I think we're still good.
Okay. Cut feed for a second there. Okay. Are either of those land creatures?
No.
Okay. So we're going to go to combat on your turn.
Yeah.
And you're going to attack me with Noyandar and Baral, Chief of Compliance.
This is painful.
Yeah, this is really bad for you.
Yeah.
So
We're going to block those with Emrakul and Soul of New Phyrexia.
They die.
they're going to die, and then Commander's going to the graveyard.
I don't even get to choose where my commander goes.
No, I make these decisions.
Oh, that is terrible. Oh,
And I have a
no.
trigger too. When another creature dies, target player loses 1 life and I gain 1.
Okay, who would you lose to?
I'll do that to Leper.
What? Okay.
Seems
How can you target me like this? It's patently
Oh
unfair.
no, so I lose my commander forever. I have no way to get it back.
Welcome to my life.
Yeah.
Welcome
about
to my life.
Oh, this is terrible.
that.
This
Okay.
is really bad.
Yeah.
Really bad. So you have that Seagate Restoration,
Yeah.
and that just draws you a card.
A single card.
Let's do that.
And see what you get.
So, is there a specific way you want me to tap the mana?
Do you have any non-basic lands that are doing anything fancy?
No, I have a Mystic Gate that can tap for multiple colors. And then no. Other than that, no. And this talisman can make me lose a life if you tap it for a color.
Well, we'll hang on to the talisman and the Mystic Gate. And
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it does cost 7. So it's all. So there's only one of these cards are going to be up at the end. So leave the talisman up.
Yeah, we'll leave the talisman up. Yeah.
Okay. Seagate Restoration is cast.
Mm-hmm.
You will draw this Fairy Conclave.
Okay. And is that another
Another land.
It is a land that enters the battlefield tapped and can turn into a flying 2/1 blue fairy. Yep. With flying. Yep.
How interesting. Okay. That being the case, I don't think that we have anything else to do. I'm going to tap that
Of his life.
talisman so you'll lose a life. Very, very nasty. And
Yes.
I'm going to pass my turn, and you'll take an extra turn
Okay.
to try to pick up the pieces.
Yes. All right. So this is my hand. I'm going to draw a card.
Hey, you have no maximum hand size for the game.
This is true.
You don't have to discard any of the card that you have in your hand.
I'm going to play a Fairy Conclave tap.
Oh, I've seen that card before. That's cool.
Very
I'm
common.
gonna
Did you get that?
pay 1 and a blue, and I'm going to cast Think Twice to draw a card. Flash this back for 2 and a blue.
Nice.
I'm gonna flash it back for 2 and a blue. Draw a card. I'm gonna
That
cast
happens once, and then it's exiled, correct?
correct,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna cast a Ristic Study, and I'm gonna
Ooh, look.
pass my turn.
Is our feed still good? We seems to be timing out here. Or
Uh,
is this just me with my bad
I
internet?
think that's you because I'm dropping frames at 1%, and I see us on stream.
Hey, Chad, is anybody having any trouble seeing the stream, or is it having trouble loading for you?
I'm also able to hear it and see it. Good.
Okay, great. So just me then. That's fine.
So, Andy,
So-
you're taking
so-
your turn. Right?
So I am. Yep. So I'm done. So this is now Alex's Alyssa's turn.
Yes.
Okay,
this is-
so on the end step
Mhm.
of Andy, I'm going to sacrifice my noble with my dementia, and then Lapper is going to put 2 cards from their library to the graveyard.
Okay.
And then you control my turn.
So the final count for the mirror was 42.
It's a lot.
Do you want me to untap and draw?
Yes, I do, please.
I guess I could, let me just tell you. I can just tell you. I only have 2 cards.
Yeah.
So I have Carrier Thrall. So when it dies, put a 1/1 colorless Eldrazi Scion token. And then I also have Pitiless Plunder. It's a 1/4 to make a treasure token.
Okay. And do you have anything else on your board that I might be interested in? These.
I have artifacts and then mana.
Okay.
Kind of learned from last time.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So you have Pitiless Plunderer, and what was the other one? Excuse me.
Carrier Thrall.
Carrier Thrall. Okay. And how much mana do we have available?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay.
And it's a 2 cost and a 4 cost.
Okay. So we can do both.
Yes.
So let's cast both of them. And then we're going to. They have any triggers that resolve when they're cast?
No, not on casting.
Then
they die.
Yeah, we're gonna sack them.
Yep. Here we go. Let's do it this way. And the Soul Ring. And then the 4 Pleasurous Plunderer. So to sack this creates an Eldrazi Scion, but I'm assuming you're sacking that as well.
Okay, and the Pitiless Plunderer makes treasure, is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Great.
So I can do one at a time if you want. I'll make an
that's-
Eldrazi Scion.
Yep.
Because this died, you get to choose a target player
Well,
to put
Andy, are
2
you
cards.
here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Do you want to do your heuristic study on the casting phase?
Oh, sure. I'll draw. Do you want to pay or do you want to give me a couple of cards? Maybe I can. I don't know if I have anything that really will be free, but
we can afford to prevent you from drawing, so we're going to be paying.
Right.
okay.
This is probably the only point in the game where I would ever pay for heuristic study.
On someone
Usually I'm
else's
just
turn.
like, buddy, you draw as many cards as you want to, but not right now.
So you want me to tap 1?
Yes, please.
Okay. Perfect.
And Pitiless Plunderer, we will. We're gonna mill Andy.
You can mill somebody for 2.
All right, Andy, you'll mill 2.
All right. I'm gonna mill a Plains and a Cascading Cataracts.
I love that card.
It's an indestructible creature with an annoying Dardak.
Yeah, I thought that a cataract was an eye condition. I guess it's
Sometimes they're cascading though.
okay. So we're going to.
So I created a treasure token because my Catarol Thrall went to the graveyard. Now I'm assuming you want me to sacrifice my Eldrazi Scion.
Yes, please.
So somebody can mill 1 card as well.
Okay,
Is it
Andy.
me?
Yep.
It's a brainstorm.
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 Okay. Does the Star Compass have more than one ability? What does?
So when it enters the battlefield, it's tapped, and then add to your mana pool 1 mana of any color. That's a basic land I could produce.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if that was one of the ones that can sacrifice itself.
No, it's just this is the only thing that can sack something.
Gotcha. Okay. Then we'll get the Pitiless Plunderer next.
And you can mill 1 somebody.
It's me, right?
Tiny Plunderer. Yeah, that'll hit you, Andy.
All right. It's a Teferi, Hero of Dominaria.
Oh, that's a good one to mill.
It's a pretty good one. I like it.
Then we're going to crack the treasures.
Oh boy.
Yeah. And I think that's all you had. Do you have any cards left in hand?
I do not.
Okay. Then I will pass turn and you'll take a turn.
Okay. So this is my real turn for
Yes.
myself?
Yes.
I can't do anything to you on this turn.
Okay. I will draw. Oh, it's a swamp. Look at all this mana.
Oh,
Hey, that's
no.
Right? The swamp.
So, not to be that guy, but
I
I just
understand.
want to
Does
ask.
anyone feel like they're able to win other than me right now?
So there's going to be 42 1/1s attacking. There's
So this
going to be.
I
Wait,
I
that's,
think
that's going to do it,
I-
isn't it? There's no
Yeah, I
creatures on the
died
board.
to
That's it.
Emrakul,
Yeah,
and then
he's
42
Emrakul,
takes out
and you
Alyssa.
blockers, so you'll die to mirrors.
Yeah.
Unless
Let's see it.
if
let's
you
do it.
fog, then absolutely.
I'm past
Yeah.
turn.
Act it out.
I might have a mono white, or I might have an Azorius Fog in hand.
Holy day.
Who knows?
Is this a holy day for you?
Yeah. Who knows?
All days are.
And on the holy day, we rest.
All days are holy. Live blessed.
The hashtag blessed.
Hashtag too blessed to be stressed.
That's right.
That's what everyone who's being mudslid by Emrakul says. I'm just too blessed to be stressed.
I don't feel anything at all. I'm not allowed to.
And I don't understand.
You're dead. You were infected. I'm
Yeah.
so sorry.
No, it's okay.
Okay. So I'll draw my card for turn, and then we have a Howling Metal.
If it means anything, if I survived, I probably was the imminent target for mind slaving.
Yeah,
just-
that's the problem with mind slaving sometimes is when you give someone the nice mind slave,
Yeah.
that tends to make them do really, really well.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so we're going to go to combat to see if we can get anything to kill anyone.
Mhm.
So we'll go ahead and start with
Emrakul, which we will be swinging at
Andy. And then we have 42 1/1s that we will swing at Alyssa. And I'm sorry, they're not 1/1s. These are that's a 15-15, and there's 3
3s. So that's actually 124 damage.
I died.
And then for you, 15 in the air.
Yeah, I'm dead. That's commander damage.
We did it, everyone.
I had a crawling Barons.
We brought the game to a grinding halt, just like Emrakul always wanted to.
Nice job.
Good game,
Good game,
everybody.
everybody. Well, thank you very much for joining us.
This was great.
Mostly fun game.
No,
That
you
was
know
a
what?
to do
wild
things.
one.
You know
It was
what?
really great to have you both on. It's always
Yeah.
really fun to have different people on and see how they play and their different kinds of decks. It's really cool.
I'm also thrilled at the fact that we literally ran the gamut of ways to win a game in, okay, here is a turn 5 infinite combo.
Followed by a turn 14 grinding win.
Followed by
What turn are we on right now? Like 85?
and I mean, that's not including the extra turns even.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and start with Andy. Go ahead and give us all of the plugs. Tell us where people can find you as I also pull up your Twitter and the Twitter for the Guardian Project to post in the
Yes.
chat as well.
I appreciate that. All right, everyone. I'm Andy Floury. I am one half of the Guardian Project podcast. You can find me personally on Twitter at @Floury. I am very active on Twitter. That is where you will likely hear from me the most. And if you reach out, I always respond. Our podcast you can find on Twitter at Guardian Pod. And we release new episodes every week. We are a podcast that talks about all things Magic the Gathering, but mostly Commander. We release new episodes every Wednesday. This week it came out on Thursday, though. So our newest episode came out today, episode 97. We're talking Commander 2021 decks, the precons. And you can check out our website, guardianprojectpodcast.com. And then finally, we have a lot of gameplay on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Guardian Project. So go check it out. And we have a free Discord. Just come hang out with us. If you go to our Twitch channel, it is our pinned tweet. So come join our Discord and hang out with us.
Awesome.
That's awesome, Andy. Before we move on, you're almost at 100 episodes on Guardian Project. How does that feel?
Okay, I'll be honest. It's crazy that we're almost at 100. It feels like just the other, it doesn't feel like it's been that long. We've had a host change. We have talked about. It feels like I can't even remember all the episodes, but we're almost at 100, triple digits. So we're going to do a reflection back on all of our episodes, talk about our favorite segments, things that have happened. I mean, over the last essentially 2 years. So we're almost there.
Wow, 2 years. All right.
Awesome.
Alyssa, I love your post-it note. Tell me about your stuff.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm SolRingMTG. You can find me on TikTok and YouTube primarily. I make videos about Magic the Gathering. I do comedy bits and boops about Magic.
All the bits and boops.
And I'm on the other social medias as well, like Instagram and Twitter and Twitch. And I hope to have my own Twitch on the go here maybe in a few weeks or months whenever I get a good desktop to power it all. And yeah, I'm from the East Coast of Canada, which is exciting.
That's so cool. Now, I may be showing my age here, but is there a big MTG community on TikTok?
Yeah.
Brother, we got to have a talk.
Yeah.
Hey, just because I'm not ticking and talking.
Oh no, I'm letting you know. This will be something we talk about in our production meeting this week.
Yeah, and
I've
if you have
started
any
playing around.
questions about TikTok and the Magic Gathering community, I'd love to chat about it. There is a growing community over there.
There really is.
And they are so welcoming. They are really nice. And yeah, there's a big community over there.
That is so great. I just learned from Jalen, who I think is still here, that Instagram has a huge Magic the Gathering following.
Yeah.
We're everywhere. We're on every social network, apparently.
Aha.
That is
I
so
love
great.
it.
The Magic nerds have taken over the social medias. Huzzah!
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
We have inherited the earth. It is the best. Well, I'll tell you
Yeah,
what. Go ahead.
and it's so wonderful. Sorry, because coming from a small town where there wasn't that many Magic the Gathering players, if any, to be able to come online, especially now with the whole pandemic, and being able to be a part of such a big community that
Right.
can chat about Magic, any day I want is so nice. It's so nice.
It really is. This is again. It's been a rough year too, but it is nice to see something that is still growing in its own way, and we still get to do stuff like this with people that we never would have met otherwise. So, everyone, thank you very much for joining us today. You can listen to us tomorrow when our next episode comes out. We've got a whole bunch of cool stuff. We're gonna go raid the Commander RC right now because that was a cool sentence.
You forgot about me, buddy.
No, I was gonna let you go too. I was just letting everybody know.
What do you mean you're gonna let me go too?
Go ahead, buddy. Go ahead. You know what? You know what? You go right on ahead.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I'm on Twitter at Lappermedic, Lapper Medic. You can also find our podcast there, as Mike, as I'm sure was about to say, at EDH_social. And if you saw any cards that piqued your interest today, you can head over to bit.ly/EDH_social, and that is our TCG player referral link. So just give us a little nickel or dime for all the cards that you're buying. And if you want to talk to me in private about a judge question, feel free to email me directly at alex@edhrec.com.
There you go, everybody. We will talk to you soon. Well, we'll talk.
I'm going to start a podcast on Friday.
Yeah, check it out tomorrow. Subscribe again. The Social Contract and EDH podcast on. Oh boy, Spotify, iTunes.
Toon Titan's asking where to watch the podcast.
Yeah.
We got to help him.
We got. That's what I'm saying. You can find it on. You can find it in everything that the Stream Element has said, as well as other things. Also, we are rating in 2 seconds, so we'll find you and we'll let you know in there. Oh boy.